Here we go. 180.
57 to mine. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. A gain of 22.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here we go. 180.
3 ball.
Hey, gun. Me. I got this.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Come on, D.
From the 24, Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo gives to Breda, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Watch the slant.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go, here we go. Slash 80!
All day, every day.
Hit!
57 Mike 57.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Garoppolo on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
San Francisco.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, orbit.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Mike's 56. Go, go, go. 56 to Mike. 56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On 3rd down, Ingram. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, 30 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Snead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, check 24.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. On first down, it's Ingram. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
21.
57's mine. I know he ain't got it.
Garoppolo again. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Baby, that's baby shot.
21. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
21.
57. Mike, 57. I don't think you got it, sir.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
We want this.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Bravo!
On first down, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular